Ah, a visitor. Don't make any trouble here, or else you'll be for it.
I'd better be going.
I hope we understand each other.
Hey, you, what's up?
Hi.
You're walking about here as if you were searching for something.
Really? Maybe you're right. Why?
Great, ask me. Maybe I can help you.
What did you have in mind?
What do you need?
What about a good sword, thick armor, or access to the mine?
Ah, no, that's nothing. I can give you something that'll make your eyes pop out of their sockets. I can give you a weapon that will defeat any foe. You only need to do me a small favor, then it'll be yours. What do you say?
What will I have to do for it?
Very simple. Get me 5 apples, 2 bottles of rice schnapps, 5 bottles of beer, 3 loaves of bread, 2 pieces of cheese, and 2 bunches of grapes, and we're in business. Believe me, you won't be sorry. As I just said, you'll really defeat any kind of enemy with it.
Okay, I'll see what I can do then.
Very good, but hurry up. Don't forget, 5 apples, 2 bottles of rice schnapps, 5 bottles of beer, 3 loaves of bread, 2 pieces of cheese, and 2 bunches of grapes, okay?
Of course.
Hey, you! You're not one of my men. What are you doing here?
I'll just have a look around here.
Then just watch out that you don't mess up here in the Hollow, else you'll be in your grave faster than you'd like to think.
Who are you?
I'm Ukko. I'm the boss of the Hollow.
I just wanted to have a glance into the mine.
Oh, you just wanted to stroll into the mine. Suppose you don't have a clue what's going on here. Nobody sets a foot in the mine without my permission. Always remember, whoever goes into the mine or the gatehouse without my permission is a dead man.
Will I be allowed to go in?
I don't even know you. Why should I let you go into the mine? Now scram! I have things to see to.
Who are you?
I'm the best mining engineer this damn colony has ever seen, my boy. I make sure half our boys don't go getting themselves killed by falling rocks just because they're too stupid to scrape the right places.
I'd like to join you as a scraper.
Oh, yeah? Well, just don't think you're gonna get anything much out of it. There's 3 portions of rice a day. Any extra, you'll have to see to yourself. Do you know why we're doing this? We're doing this job so one day we can all walk out of here to freedom. That means all the ore's to be handed in. Then it goes on the big ore mound. And once a month, everybody who's been working here gets 50 ore to get stoned on. That's the most important things you ought to know. Do you at least have any experience on the job?
No.
Of course you don't. Why is it always me? Okay, listen carefully. You take this stuff and put it on. Here. If an ore nugget falls on your foot while you're not wearing your protective clothing, you'll be crippled for life and only worth half of what you were before to us. There'll be a pickaxe lying somewhere around here, but you won't be able to do much with it. Well, so what?
Same old story every time.
And where do you want to go?
Why, in there.
Forget it. Silas only wants to see scrapers and rogues in his bar.
I'm a scraper, and I'm thirsty.
You look like one of those filthy rats. Come on in.
There must be some.
You're probably right.
What are you doing?
I'm making rice schnapps, boy. Here, have a bottle, but don't tell Silas.
How's the distillery going?
I can hardly keep up with these guys. Man, can they drink. That's a good thing, really. While I'm busy, the Rice Lord's lapdogs leave me alone.
What can you tell me about the Rice Lord?
He's a damn swine. His thugs pick on the weak and force them to work in the fields. The only one who could stand up to him is Horatio, but he doesn't do violence. Well, I did once hear him say he'd love to smash the Rice Lord's head in, but he'd never really do it. It'd go against his beliefs.
You have to watch what you tell people.
There was a time when things would have gone very different. People always talk.
Hey, just arrived? We need somebody to take some water to the peasants in the rice fields. This way you can make friends with a few people. What do you think?
Sure, I'll be glad to help.
Great. Go to the rice lord. He'll give you the water and tell you everything you need to know.
You take care of the rice fields, don't you?
Why? You looking for work?
Lefty sent me.
Oh, yeah? What did he say?
I'm to bring the peasants some water.
Right. Here's a dozen bottles of water. There's about twice that amount of peasants, so make sure you share it out evenly.
We could make a deal.
What have you got to offer?
What are you doing here? You looking for trouble?
Hey, relax, I'm a newcomer.
Huh? You look okay, though. You never know. You get new guys come along thinking they're it every day.
What's a man like you doing with the peasants?
Lee asked me that. I don't fight anymore, except to defend myself. I killed a guy once. And that was once too many. That's why they chucked me in this goddamn colony. It was justice.
How did it happen?
It was just an ordinary bar fight. I didn't mean to kill the guy. I just must have hit him too hard. I was a blacksmith at the time. I didn't know my own strength.
Why did you join this camp?
I'll tell you. My only option was to join those sect loonies, and I didn't want to let those gurus of theirs mess about with my brain. In the old camp, I'd have had too much trouble with the guards, but the mercenaries and rogues do have some respect.
They're afraid of you?
Maybe. Anyway, I found peace here, and you should try the same.
Can you teach me to be as strong as you are?
Even if I could, what would you use your strength for?
To teach these bastards how to talk to me properly.
And before you knew it, you'd become another of those bastards yourself. No, sir, I'm not training you for that.
I've been thinking the whole thing over.
And? Have you thought of anything better?
Yes, I want to be able to take on the Rice Lord and his thugs.
Ah, you wouldn't be the first to try.
I will defeat the Rice Lord and his thugs, if you help me.
Good. I've sworn I'll never attack anyone again, but I never said I wouldn't teach anyone else to do it.
I'm all ears.
If you want to hit powerfully, you need to know the right tactics. That's the first thing you learn as a smith. Learn to push your whole arm through, from the shoulder down to the wrist. The better you get at that, the more powerful the blow. You'll get the hang of it pretty quick.
Thanks for your help.
Use your knowledge for a just cause, and for nothing else.
Lefty sent me. I've brought you some water.
Thanks, man.
Hi, I'm new here. I just wanted to know what goes on around here.
Ask someone else, will ya? I do nothing but work out here in the fields. I don't know nothing. Man, I'd love to tell the Rice Lord to do his own damn dirty work.
If you don't like it, why are you working here?
It happened the first day I got here. Lefty, one of the thugs that works for the Rice Lord, came up to me and asked if I could lend a hand in the rice fields. Sure, I said. I was new here and I wanted to make myself useful. The next day, when I was taking a short rest, the guy turned up again. You don't want to let all your colleagues do all their work by themselves, do you? He asked. I told him I was exhausted from the previous day's work, that I needed a rest and all that. But he never listened. He grabbed me by the collar and dragged me back to the field. From that day on, he stood outside my doorstep every day until I got used to going on my own. I didn't want any trouble with those guys. They're real cutthroats. You'd better steer clear of them.
Who is the Rice Lord?
He was one of the first to arrive here. He helped found the camp and start up the rice fields. These days, he just hangs out at the warehouse stretching his stomach, the fat pig.
Lefty sent me. I brought you some water.
Thanks, man. My mouth's like a desert.
Hi, I'm new here.
It's good to see a fresh face.
You must have been here a long time, huh?
Damn right, boy. Hey, I was one of the first.
In that case, you must know a lot about this place.
So-so. I spend most of my time out here just picking rice. That's what let me get so old. We get some rice and the odd schnapps. That's not much, but that's enough.
Why are you here?
Taxes, boy, taxes. My shed was as empty as my stomach, and I just couldn't pay. So one day the soldiers came and brought me here, but it's no worse in here than it is out there. At least I won't starve in here. I always paid my taxes before, all my life. But that wasn't good enough for that son of a bitch with a crown.
Lefty sent me. I brought you some water.
Thanks, boy. I needed that.
Lefty sent me. I've brought you some water.
Thanks.
Lefty sent me. I've brought you some water.
Thanks.
Lefty sent me.
That.
Left.
Thanks, man.
Left. Left. Lefty.
Thanks.
Lefties.
Thanks.
Hey, you! Well done. You're useful for something after all. I think this is exactly the right task for you. From now on, you do it every day. Go on with it right now.
Lefty sent me.
Oh, yeah?
I'm just...
Right.
You're from the sect camp, aren't you?
We call it the Brotherhood. I'm Baal Kagan. The sleep will be with you.
What are you doing here?
Originally, I was sent here to convince people to join our Brotherhood, but these barbarians are not interested in spiritual enlightenment. Therefore, I'm restricted to selling swamp weed. And that is a popular occupation here. Too popular. I can hardly deliver as much as they want to have.
Why don't they send an extra man here?
Baal Isidro was meant to help me, but he just spends all day in the bar on the lake and trades his weed for rice schnapps. He's addicted to the spirit. I fear I cannot expect any help from him.
I could help you sell your weed to the people.
I can only entrust such a large amount of weed to members of the Brotherhood. But you could help me give out gifts. Not everybody has tasted my goods yet. As soon as they've tried the weed, they'll want more, which means I can sell more.
I thought you could hardly manage to do your tasks now.
Baal Isidro will be taken care of soon. I've already sent a message to Korakalam.
What's in it for me if I hand out the weed for you?
I can reward you in many different ways. You can get magic spell scrolls from me, bearing the powerful magic of the sleeper. Or I can help you join our community if that's what you want. I have very good contacts to Korakalam and Baal Tyon. Both are very close to E. Baryon, our master. I can pay you with plain ore as well if you prefer. 100 nuggets should be enough for your efforts.
Okay, give me the weed. Who do you want me to give it to?
You're sure to find someone who'll take it. Talk to people, but only give one stalk to each person. One more thing. If you let somebody take the weed from you or if you smoke it yourself, our deal ceases to exist.
Sure. Do you want out? Do you out?
Shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Let's talk about something people don't
There was a
need
time
to
when
know it.
things would have gone very differently.
But
You-
keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
You have to watch what you tell people.
Let's talk about something else instead.
Maybe.
That's really not my problem.
I've
Some people never learn. You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
you look.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Believe everything you hear. Let's talk about something else instead.
You look. I've sure.
Maybe. Very probably right.
There must be something about that story after all.
I have some.
People never learn to keep out of it.
Not my problem.
I thought that had been
You-
cleared up ages ago.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
Do you?
Where?
Don't listen to all
somebody.
the laughing.
You shouldn't believe.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
I've sh-
The first new customers have already been to see me. You've done a good job. What will you have as a reward?
Tell me to join the Brotherhood.
Your request is modest. I'll help you, so listen to me. Baal Tyon is one of the lower gurus, just like myself. Iberion has made him one of his advisors. That has not done him any good. He now thinks he's so important that he'll talk to nobody but his disciples. If you give him this here, it'll loosen his tongue.
You're probably right.
You don't look very happy.
I'm not. I need to get rid of a whole pile of weed.
You're here to sell goods from the sect camp?
Yes, but I just can't be bothered.
I could sell the weed for you for a consideration, of course.
Forget it. I'm not as drunk as all that. You just go running away with it.
I'll tell you something, you have a problem. Baal Kagan will make sure you'll be replaced.
What? The sleeper have mercy on me. I need to get rid of this stuff.
Here you go. Have another drink on me.
Thanks, man. I'll drink to your health.
That won't happen again. People always talk.
Think about it. Give me the weed and we'll share the profit.
Oh man, I need to get rid of this stuff. You wouldn't try to make me look like a fool, would you?
I give you my word.
Good. Here's this stuff. You should get at least 400 ore for it. That would be 200 for each of us. I'll be waiting here. Come back as soon as you have the ore.
Do you know who'll take bigger amounts here?
If I knew that, I would have gone myself. I feel much better now that I'm rid of this stuff.
Very clever.
Let's talk about something else instead.
I've sold the weed.
And my 200 ore?
Here it is.
Good. Now I don't give a damn about Baal Kagan anymore. It was a good idea to do business with you.
I'd better keep out of it. That's not...
Same old story every time.
Laris has a message for you.
Tell me about it.
He wants to know what's going on in the sect camp, and he wants you to find out.
I get the feeling this problem will solve itself.
Better keep out of it. Maybe.
How are things?
Great. We trade our homemade rice snaps for ore. Well, the boys carry in enough ore. Where should they spend it if not here?
I want a drink.
You'll have to pay for it.
It was obvious there would be
Not
trouble.
go rushing into anything. Let's talk about something else instead.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
I wouldn't want to be in his shoes, though.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago. But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know it.
Some people never learn.
That won't happen again.
There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
Some people...
Hang
never
on.
learn.
Better not go rushing into anything.
You have to watch what you
As
tell
long
me.
as I'm not involved. Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
If you think.
I'm not listening to all that blather
That wasn't very
anymore.
clever.
doubt it's ever likely to change.
You shouldn't believe
There must
everything
be
you
something
hear.
about that story after all. You have to watch what you tell people.
Let's talk about
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though.
Show me your goods.
Choose something.
Maybe. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago. I'd keep it the...
You shouldn't believe. Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
That's not really my problem.
Rely on somebody.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Let's talk about
As long as I'm not involved. There was a time.
hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble.
Better not go
That's
rushing
how
into
it
anything.
Hey, how's it going?
Do you want to buy something?
That's how it goes.
I need a few things.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago. Rely on somebody else.
That's how it goes.
But keep it to yourself.
Something about that story after all.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes.
Some people never learn.
You shouldn't believe everything you
Rely
hear.
on somebody and you're in
As long
trouble.
as I'm not involved.
That's how it goes.
Some people.
There was a time when things would have gone very different.
Hey, a new face.
Who are you?
I am Gorn, mercenary of the magicians.
What do you have to do as a mercenary of the magicians?
Lee has made a deal with the magicians. He hires the best fighters to be found in the colony, which means us. We take care that the scrapers can mine the ore without being bothered and keep trouble away from the magicians. The magicians make sure we'll get out of here, and we get a small share of the ore as our pay.
Can I stay somewhere here without having to kick somebody out of his hut?
I don't think so. But if that's really what you want to do, go and see Shrike. He's taken the hut right at the front, at the entrance to the cave. It was empty, but it really belonged to us.
Us?
Well, us mercenaries. Mercenaries and rogues live separately here. And none of Laris's gang should be here, on this side of the big hall. It doesn't make much difference, really, but he didn't ask. And you can't let those rogues get away with everything, because then they get real cocky.
What do I have to do to join the new camp?
Before Lee admits you, you'll have to improve your fighting skills. It doesn't matter what weapon you use, but you have to be good. Besides, you should be very experienced with the life here and everything. If you don't want to go to the other camps, you should try to join the rogues before you start as a mercenary.
Have you got any more of that stuff?
Plenty. You want to trade?
It's the same story every time.
See you later.
I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Greetings, magician.
May the blessing of Adanos be with you. I can help you to increase your magic powers or give you some useful items. What can I do for you?
I have a letter for the High Magician of the Circle of Fire.
We are the magicians of the Circle of Water. The magicians of the Circle of Fire live in the old camp.
But I can't get into the castle. Could you help me?
Well, occasionally we send messengers to our brothers in the old camp. But we only entrust these messages to Lara's men. He's been seeing to it for many years now that our messengers arrive safely.
You want to destroy the barrier. How exactly do you plan to do that?
We need major amounts of magic ore. We'll release the entire magic power and a great magic rite to blow up the barrier. Of course, such a big amount of ore attracts a lot of rogues and crooks. That's why we need a man to defend our plan.
I'd like to join you.
If you want to join us, you should see Lee or Laris.
I'd like to become a magician.
We cannot afford to spread our knowledge among our enemies. We will not even consider instructing you unless you prove your loyalty to us.
I need more magic power.
I can help you to increase your power. Use it wisely.
I want to acquire magic writings.
I'm not involved. But keep it to yourself. People don't need that.
Maybe you have to watch what you tell people.
Get out of here!
Something about that story after all.
Smartass.
Rely on somebody, you're in. That's really
Keep it the.
There must be
Rely on somebody,
story
and
after
you're in
all.
trouble. That's how it goes.
I have the 400 ore.
Good. Very good. I believe that should be sufficient now.
Not listening to all the blathering anymore.
There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
Same old story every time.
Like to be in his shoes, though.
Let's talk about something else instead.
What's the matter with Butch?
He has the mean habit of beating up the new ones. So you better avoid meeting him.
What can you teach me?
It depends. What do you want to know?
I want to learn how to sneak around.
It's all a matter of keeping your balance. You also have to learn how to control your breath. Pay attention to your posture, and nobody will hear you moving.
Let's talk about something else instead.
Some people never learn.
It was obvious that there would be trouble.
Maybe that wasn't very clever.
What have you been doing in there?
Hey, you. You've no business in there.
I'm not listening to all that.
Hey, you! What are you creeping around here for?
There was a time when things would have gone very differently.
You're very probably right, if you think.
I need a few things.
I doubt that's ever like
People always talk.
People always talk.
maybe.
There must be something about that story after all.
Was it very...
Same old.
Wasn't very clever.
Well, hang on.
That's
Yourself. People don't need to know it.
It was obvious there would be. As long as I'm not involved.
My problem. Think, but think to yourself.
You're probably right.
That wasn't very clever.
You shouldn't believe everything.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That won't happen again.
That won't happen again. I thought that had been cleared up ages ago. You have to watch what you tell.
Hey, you! What have you been doing?
Wouldn't want to be in his shoes, though.
Same old stuff.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes.
As long as I'm not involved.
Hey, you! What are you creeping around here for?
Somebody, you're really fantastic. That's really not my problem.
Something about that story after all.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, Bob.
Maybe.
I doubt that's ever likely to change.
I'm not listening to all the blathering. That won't happen again.
Yeah, that's really not...
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
Hey, you! Good. Don't do that again.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
Hey, you! What's that supposed to? Good. Don't
Hey,
do that
you.
again.
What have you been doing in there?
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to.
Do you know where you're heading?
Where?
You're heading straight for Lee, our leader.
What do I need to do to make you let me see Lee?
Nothing. This isn't the old camp, and Lee isn't Gomez. He doesn't need an army of henchmen to hide behind. He can defend himself. We are only here in case he needs us.
Hang on. Better not to go rushing into anything.
You're the boss of the mercenaries, aren't you?
That's right, boy.
Which task do the mage's mercenaries have?
Very simple. Protect the ore, protect the mages. Sometimes the mages have a special task for one of us.
I'd like to join you.
You have a nerve. Do you honestly think I'll just take anybody who walks in here? You can only become one of us after you spent a certain time in the camp. I'll observe you.
Better not to go rushing into anything. That won't happen. Hang on. But keep it to yourself. People into anything. I'm not listening to all the blathering anymore.
Hey, you! Good. Don't
Hey,
do that
you.
again.
What have you been doing in there? There was a time when rely on somebody. That's how it goes.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need to know.
Put the weapon away.
fight.
Put the weapon away.
Boring fight.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, though, because I thought that'd be cleared up That was a good hit!
Boring fight.
You won't have much time to be sorry for it. You looking for trouble with me again?
Get lost.
I'll talk to you later.
Must be something about that story after all.
Shrike has moved to another hut.
Good. Torloff just told me that he wanted to have a word with the guy.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble.
See you later.
Watch what you tell me. It was obvious there would be trouble. You're probably right. People always talk.
That wasn't very clever.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago.
You're very wrong.
Hey, you've no...
if you think.
That wasn't very clever.
What are you doing here?
I'm a hunter. I make a living out of selling skins and teeth.
Does it pay?
If you know how to cut up the beast the right way, yeah.
I want to learn how to cut up animals.
What do you want to know?
What do I have to observe while skinning reptiles?
The only reptiles suited for this purpose are lurkers and swamp sharks. If you slit the skin at the sides, it'll peel off by itself. From now on, you should be able to skin reptiles.
How can I skin these creatures?
It's very important to skin them from the front to the back. Once you get the hang of it, it'll be easy. Furs are very valuable. The furs of wolves and shadow beasts can be used to make clothes. When you examine the fur of a killed animal, you'll soon notice if it can be used or not.
Show me how to take off the claws.
Actually, it's quite simple if you know what to do. Bend the claws forward, never backwards. And you mustn't pull them out either. Lizards' claws are especially useful. From now on, you'll know which creature's claws to take.
How do I get the teeth?
The most important thing is to make sure the teeth don't splinter. To avoid that, put your knife near the center of the tooth and lever it out carefully. You can take the teeth of wolves, shadow beasts, and snappers.
I'd better keep out of it. Hang on.
Run! That's
Coward! Come back!
You're looking for trouble again. Take care. Can you teach me something?
Yes, I can teach you to improve your dexterity or your strength. Your strength has increased a lot. Come back soon. There are many things you need to learn.
Take care.
There was a time.
Some people never have to watch what you tell people.
Rely on somebody and you're in trouble. That's how it goes.
That's not really my problem. Some people never learn. Doubt that's ever likely to change. You think? I thought that had been cleared. That won't happen again. Hang on. Better not go rushing into it.
But keep it to yourself.
Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything.
There must be something about that story after all.
Hey man, new here? I haven't seen you before. I'll join you for a while, if you don't mind. I'm sure you'll need a friend.
Why not come along?
Great, we can talk while we're going. Tell me, where are we going? Or is it supposed to be a surprise? I like surprises.
He's never going to show his face around here again.
I'd have felt happier if you'd killed him.
That wasn't very clever.
There was a time when things would have gone very different.
But keep it to yourself. People don't need...
Don't pay attention to me. I'll stay with you, don't worry.
Something about that story.
But keep it to yourself.
Same old story every time.
I am new here.
Just arrived, have you? I'm Grim. I haven't been here for long either. I was thrown in with the load before you.
What's life like here?
Easy going, as long as you pay your share of protection money to the guards.
What do I have to do if I
Well,
want to get admitted
first of
to
all,
this
you
camp?
have to become a shadow. Therefore, you have to find somebody who supports you, somebody who explains everything to you and takes responsibility for you. If I was you, I'd try to keep close to Diego. I did it like that. He's quite all right. He'll make you take the test of faith. That's different from everybody. Then there'll be some other smaller tasks from other shadows. If you manage them, you'll be with us.
And how far have you got?
I've already talked to Dexter and Sly and Fingers. They are some of the most influential shadows here in the camp.
What was your
I
test
can't
of
tell you, man. You have to be silent about things like that here.
Don't you have any plan of where you want to go?
Some people never. I wouldn't.
How often have I told you bastards not to run through my hut?
Doubt that's ever likely to change.
What's your problem?
Leave me alone, man. Everyone's a problem with me. It all started when I built my hut. Don't build your hut close to the ditch, they said. But none of these bastards told me what would happen if I still did it. When I came back from the mine a few days ago, I had a second door. Those pigs, I hate them. I can't tell you how much I hate them. Now everybody runs through my hut. Every idiot.
Are you looking for a quiet place where we can talk for a bit or something?
The sleeper be with you, stranger. I'm here to guide you onto the right path.
And which is the right path?
The path of the sleeper. He alone has the power to set us free. The gurus are preparing a great invocation in our camp. They want to get in contact with the sleeper. So far, he's just talked to us in visions, but now it's time to get in touch with him. We'll need as many supporters as possible for that. By focusing our spiritual power, we'll get through to him. Our camp is some distance away in the swamp. I can take you there, though, if you want. But keep it to yourself.
What would be the benefit
Maybe
of joining you?
you're one of the chosen people who received the gift of magic from the sleeper. Or you might obtain the highest honors and become a Templar. Only the best fighters among us can obtain that position. If the sleeper is with you, you can even combine both. The best of the Templars receive the gift of magic as well. You see, our brotherhood has a lot of possibilities for you. You should be aware of that before you decide on joining any other camp.
Who's the sleeper?
The sleeper speaks to us through dreams and visions. He has been leading us ever since he first made contact with Iberian 5 years ago. All the followers of the Brotherhood have renounced the three gods. We pray only to the sleeper for salvation. From this goddamn place, of course. The sleeper will show us the way to freedom.
What did the sleeper tell you?
He guided us to the swamp, to the old temple ruins. That's where we built our camp. He gave us independence. None of us need to labor in the mines. He showed us what swamp weed can do. We sell it to the other camps, and in exchange, we get everything we need. And he gave some of us the gift of magic. Of an old and powerful magic, which is different from the one the magicians of the realm use.
Tell me about the magic of the
This
sleeper.
gift enables you to control things with the power of your mind. Only the gurus of our brotherhood have been initiated into the secrets of this magic.
Take me to your camp.
Very good.
I want to have a look
I'll
at
go
it.
ahead. Follow me.
This is real fun. Thanks for taking me with you. We could do that more often. There's loads of more time left today. I've gotten used to you already. We'll have much fun together. I'm sure of that, aren't you? Where do you sleep anyway? You can come to my place, no problem.
Here we are. Down there lies the camp of the Brotherhood. Go through the gate and speak to my brothers. I'm sure you haven't come here for nothing. Ask for Kor Kalam. He's in charge of the novices and tutors. I'll go back to the old camp. There are still many infidels who need to be guided to the right path.
Good luck.
Greetings, stranger. You're treading on holy ground. This is the Brotherhood of the Sleeper. What brings you here?
I've heard you're looking for new people. I want to join you.
Then, be welcome. The Brotherhood of the Sleeper has a place for everybody who wants to be led by the spirit of the Sleeper. If you're really serious, you should try to get Baal Namib's attention. He's standing in the courtyard just behind the gate. But you may not speak to him. Wait until he addresses you.
I need armor.
You have to earn a Templar's armor like I'm wearing, but you can have a novice's loincloth.
Better than nothing.
You won't get it for free, though.
Okay, give me the loincloth.
This piece of cloth can save your life.
I thought that had been cleared up ages ago. Same old story every time.
Hi, you aren't from this camp, are you?
Well, now, I am. I left the old camp a week ago. Told my pal Dusty to come along, but he wanted to wait.
I know Dusty. I talked to him for a short time.
If you meet him again, tell him that he was dumb to stay there. It's 10 times better than getting harassed by the guards in the old camp.
I'll tell him if I see him again.
Rely on somebody. If you think
I doubt that's ever likely to change. You shouldn't. To himself. People don't. That was very clever. Sorry. yourself. People don't need to rely on somebody. Not that a bit.
Hi, I'm new here and I'd like to get to know the camp.
Then you've come to the wrong place. Since the Templars started preparing for the fight, we've been busy day and night. I don't have much time for questions, so don't disturb me, unless you want to buy something.
I'd like to trade with you.
Good. Here, these are the weapons I have available at the moment.
Maybe. There must be something about. I doubt that's ever likely to change.
Come closer. Every newcomer to this place receives a gift of welcome.
What have you got for me?
Here, take 3 rolls of swampweed. It's northern dark. Good stuff. You can have more of it every day, but if you want more than your daily ration, well, you need to pay. If you find berries and herbs on the paths between the camps, you can bring them to me. I'll buy them off you.
I want to trade.
What do you want from me? Or do you want to sell something?
Here, Master, a modest present from your student.
That's really not my problem. Hang on. Better not go rushing into anything. We don't always talk. There was a time when things would have gone very differently. You want to tell people. That won't happen.
What was that?
That's how it goes. That won't happen again.
In the name of the Sleeper, I've had a vision. It was incredible. I saw that we would win a new brother. One who was not like those who came before him. He was doing something to us. There was a sword in his hand, and he was descending a wide flight of stairs. Then the vision ended. He looked very much like you. Who are you? What do you want?
I'm just a modest servant of the Sleeper.
Go to Kor Kalom. He'll take care of you.
Hey, you! Hey, you! Get out of here!
Hey, you! What are you doing? If I get you, you're done for.
Maybe. guessed that there would be trouble ahead.
There must be something about that story. Shouldn't be. Anything else instead?
Hi, I'm new here.
The sleeper be with you, stranger.
What can you tell me about this place?
Well, the gurus are the most important people here. They spread the word of the sleeper and pass our master's visions on to the novices. Of course, he's too tired to talk to everybody himself. But on some days, he speaks to us in the temple courtyard and reveals the holy words of the sleeper.
Tell me about the holy words of the Great Sleeper.
He tells us what we need to do to gain freedom again. Iberian says that the sleeper will show us the way as soon as we're able to hear him. He's preparing a great invocation in which he'll contact the sleeper together with the best novices. Cor Colum supports him. He's an alchemist who brews substances which put us into a sleep-like state. You can only receive the thoughts of the sleeper in this state, or when sleeping.
Hi, how's it going?
I'm dead on my feet, man. I've been working for 2 days without a single break. Harlock should have taken over ages ago. It's always the same with that guy. He's probably lying in his hut, fast asleep.
Why don't you just go there and give him a right kick in the butt?
Can't leave here while Balorn is in charge. The work has to be done either way. But you could go there for me. He's staying right under Cor Colum's alchemy lab at Fortuno's. Tell him to get his butt over here.
Some people that go around again. Better not go rushing into it. People always talk. You're very probably right.
It's not really my problem.
As long as I'm not involved. It's obvious that there'd be trouble ahead.
You don't look like one who submitted to slavery under the Ore Barons. You look more like a seeker, someone who's searching for the true faith. Do you not feel a fire inside your body which keeps you from sleeping at night? I see. You doubt that what the Ore Baron slaves try to tell you is really true and just. You know why you doubt them too? They're lying. With those lies, they try to control weak spirits. But your spirit is stronger than their lies. Don't you feel a longing for freedom every single day? Don't you feel it growing stronger? It guides your spirit. Let it happen. Do you know what you're doing when you try to suppress it? You're denying your soul, denying yourself. Don't let your fears dominate your life. Free yourself. You need to understand. The sleeper will awaken. He will set you free and wash away all these disbelieving infidels. Like dross that is washed away by the rain, they will vanish from this world. They will moan, whine, and repent, but it will be too late. Then they will pay the price. They will pay with their blood and with their lives.
Hey, you've spoken to me. Does that mean I may talk to you now?
I see you've become familiar with our rules. That's good. I can feel your great spiritual strength. Soon you'll be allowed to join our community. I have spoken to you because I wanted to give you a chance to prove your loyalty.
How can I prove my loyalty?
Most of all, we need new souls to join our community. By recruiting one more man to our camp, you will prove that you're willing to do good service to our community.
Where can I recruit new members for the Brotherhood?
The old camp is a good place to try since a lot of the people there are fed up with fear and lies. They just need some kind of support. I guess you won't be very successful in the new camp. The men living there are barbarians.
Why are you so desperate for new members?
The Sleeper has spoken to our master, revealing that he has an important message for us. However, he has not gathered full strength yet. That's why he needs our strength to contact us. Therefore, we are preparing a great invocation, and the more men participate, the likelier we are to be successful. If you want to know more about it, go to the large court in front of the Temple Hill. But don't disturb our master in his meditations.
If you think.
Same old story.
What are you doing here?
I'm teaching the words of the Sleeper to the novices. I'm still a novice myself, but soon I'll be a Baal, one of the gurus. I've even spoken to Iberian. He's the chosen one. He told me that if I work hard, I can soon be a master myself. But I'm still putting that off. There's no rush, you understand? I can still become a master anytime. At the moment, I'm quite happy about my current task.
What's your task here?
I test the new substances developed by Kor Kalam in his alchemy lab with my pals here. His aid gives us something new every couple of days, and we test it. This weed opens your spirit. If you take the right amount, you can get in touch with the Sleeper.
Have you ever been in contact with the Sleeper?
No, not yet. But that's because we never get enough of the stuff. Kalam always wants to hear about the effect of it, but I get the impression he's not really interested in my opinion at all. If I find the stuff stimulating, he passes it straight on to the gurus. But soon, I'll be a guru myself. Then I can go right to my limits and listen to the voice of the Sleeper myself.
I'd like to join your camp. Can you help me?
You want to join us? That's good. Just wait. Yes, I think I can help you. I'm not a guru yet, but I have some influence in the Brotherhood. You'd have to do me a favor. Have you seen Fortuno yet?
That's really not my problem.
Then you have your daily ration. If you give it to me, then we're in business.
I'll think about it. I have swampweed on me. You can have it.
Good. You must have noticed that none of the gurus wants to talk to you. You can change that by impressing them. I can tell you how to do that.
How can I impress the gurus?
Bal-Kadar instructs the novices in the magic of the Sleeper. If you want his attention, use magic. But don't give him the fist of wind. Send one of his audience to sleep or something like that. Bal-Namib is over there at the main gate. He's one of the toughest guys. I think Lester might be able to help you with him. Speak to him as soon as his master is away. The other gurus are basically quite okay. Just try to make yourself useful.
Thanks for the advice.
Hey, a deal's a deal.
How do I get at the magic of the Sleeper?
Bal-Kadar sells runes and spell scrolls. That's no use to you if he doesn't talk to you, right? Maybe another guru can help you.
That's really not my problem.
If you think.
Who are you?
I'm Lester. I take care of the strangers who arrive here. You're lucky that you didn't talk to Baal Namib. No stranger is allowed to talk to the gurus.
But I want to talk to your master.
Forget it. I'm sure I can help you with any of your problems.
Tell me something about the camp.
What do you want to know?
What do you know about the weed?
Well, the weed's grown in the swamp. Of course, it has to be processed before it can be smoked. That's what we novices do. The weeds have a tranquilizing and relaxing effect. They help you concentrate on the essentials and increase your awareness. We trade them for goods from the old camp, and we use them to recruit new people as well. The result is, of course, that some people only join us for the weed. Well, at least they help us with the work in the camp.
What can you tell me about the sleeper?
The sleeper's a divine creature. He causes visions, at least to the gurus. We pray to him, for he will give us freedom.
And you believe that?
Hey, I've been inside the barrier for 2 years. Do you know how long 2 years can be? You can't imagine what I'm willing to believe and do, just to get out of here again.
Tell me about the guilds.
The gurus form the highest guild. They are the spirit of this camp, for they have great power. The Templars use their spiritual power in battle. They have an indomitable willpower. You should never get into trouble with them. As for myself, I am a novice. We pray to the sleeper and do all the work in the camp. Some of the novices are allowed to join the gurus, but to get that far, you need to study for many years.
I want to become a member of the Brotherhood.
Kor Kalom decides whether you're ready to join the Brotherhood, but he relies on the advice of other gurus. Baal Namib over there is one of them. First, you'll have to prove that you're worthy, and then one of the gurus will send you to Kor Kalom.
How's that supposed to work if none of the gurus will talk to me?
It might not look like it, but the gurus observe everything you do here in the camp. If they think that you deserve to become a member of the community, they'll talk to you. You're bound to have opportunities in the camp to prove that you're worthy.
How can I find my way around here in the camp?
I can show you the most important places.
Show me the way. To the alchemy lab.
Follow me!
That's really not my problem.
How can I get your master to talk to me?
You have to know what he wants to hear.
And that is?
Listen, when we're with him the next time, you'll address me and we'll have a little talk. Baal Namib is worried because many of the novices don't only pray to the sleeper, but also to their former gods. You'll tell me that you've renounced the old gods and that in future you'll pray only to the sleeper. Then I'll ask you why you made this decision, and you'll say that you had a vision in which the sleeper summoned you. He'll be interested then. Do you think you'll manage that?
No problem.
It's obvious that there would be trouble ahead. That wasn't very clever.
I changed my mind.
Suppose you know where to find me.
That's ever likely to change. You have to watch what you tell people. Hang on. You're not go rushing into anything. You have to watch.
Ah, it's good to see you again. How have you been doing?
I have renounced the old gods.
Really? What made you do that?
I had a vision. The sleeper talked to me.
What did he say?
He said, "Go to the camp in the swamp and join the Brotherhood."
You're a very rich man, stranger. The sleeper doesn't reward many people like that.
The Sleeper has chosen you. Do you really want to join us?
Yes, I wish to follow the Sleeper.
Go to Kor Kalom. Tell him I sent you because you are a true supporter of the faith.
Are there any tasks I can do for the Brotherhood?
Our master, the wise Iberian, has sent for a novice. Since you're a member of the community now, go to him and offer your services.
Do you know what Iberian wants me to do?
A great invocation will be taking place. But for it to begin, we need a magical object. Iberian is looking for men brave enough to get him the artifact.
Sounds easy.
If it were easy, we'd already have the object. Talk to Iberian first. He'll explain it to you.
Where can I find Iberian?
He's inside the Temple Hill, as always.
Okay, I'll call on him right away.
May the Sleeper protect you.
I wouldn't like to be in his shoes, no?
I'd better keep out of it.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
People always talk. Maybe. You're probably.
Gorham sent me.
What?
I'm here to remind you that you're to take over from him.
That's very nice of you. Remind me again when I'm through sleeping, yeah?
People always talk.
Get your ass to the weed mashers or you'll be for it.
Just try to mess with me again, sucker.
I just wanted to remind you to take your pal's place now.
Listen, I told you to get lost.
Put the weapon down! Put that bloody weapon away now!
If you think.
You'll be sorry for that. It was a fair fight. You really polished my gob, man.
Well, do you feel like giving your pal a break now?
You damn pain in the butt. Why do you have to meddle in my affairs?
I just want to see you mashing.
Okay, I'm on my way, sucker.
As long as I'm
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
It's obvious there'd be trouble ahead.
It was obvious that there would be trouble ahead.
I have spoken to Gorim. You have done one of our brothers a great service. Your cause was just. That's why I've chosen you for a special task. Kor Kalom urgently needs new swamp weed for his experiments. Our gatherers are working day and night. Go to them and take their entire harvest to Kalom's alchemy lab.
Where exactly can I find the gatherers?
I have not yet given you permission to address me. Pray to the Sleeper that he may pardon your sacrilege. And now leave. Your mission is of extreme importance.
What are you doing here?
I'm making sure no swamp sharks come too close to the camp. If I were you, I'd steer clear of the beasts. You don't stand a chance against them. Now, don't disturb me anymore. I need to keep my eyes peeled.
Galaran sent me. I'm to collect all the swamp weed.
Good, then I don't need to go myself. Here, take it. Don't forget to go to Viren on the other side of the swamp, if you haven't been there yet. Otherwise, your load might be a bit small, and people might think you'd sold the other half of it.
Who could I sell the weeds to anyway?
Uh-oh. Now I've been putting ideas in your head, haven't I?
No, tell me. Who?
You have something in mind? I'm telling you, if the stuff doesn't arrive at Cor Colom's, we'll both be in real trouble.
If you know somebody, we could go halves.
Well, I'd know somebody in the new camp. He'd be interested in weed. But if the gurus catch you at it, they'll feed you to the swamp sharks. I don't know anything, okay?
Okay, who's the buyer in the new camp?
You think I'll give you the name and you can just make a run with the weed? It doesn't work quite like that. I want to see 50 ore as an advance payment. Then we'll see.
50's fair. Here you go.
Good. Listen, his name is Cypher. You'll probably find him in the bar on the lake. Be careful and don't let anybody fool you.
Just keep picking hard.
Of course. What do you think I'm doing? Rocking my balls?
Who are you?
I'm the guru of the swamp. My servants call me Bonnet Beck.
Servants? I don't see any servants.
They're everywhere. The trees, they walk and skip and dance.
Oh, I see. Well, I'll be on my way then.
Wait, you can help me convert this swamp into a massive meadow of flowers.
Okay, you just got started. Me? I'll be back later. He's not going to get me anywhere. Hey, how's it going?
Mind you don't hurt my trees.
What are you doing here?
We're picking the swamp weed to be processed by our brothers, so it can be smoked later on. It's quite dangerous to pick it in the swamp, but the stuff only grows here. Actually, that's a good thing.
Why?
Because then the other 2 camps won't get it. We're the only ones in the colony who are able to pick swamp weed. We can trade it with the other 2 camps, and we can set the price.
Balaran sent me. I'm to take the whole harvest to Kalam.
You think it's that easy, do you? Anybody could turn up like that. Balaran sent me, and whoosh, the whole lot of the weeds were gone.
But Balaran really has sent me.
Sure.
Go see him and ask if you don't believe me.
I have a better idea. You prove your loyalty by doing a little job for us.
And what do you want me to do?
It's really nothing. Work in the swamp. It's a bit risky. And then there's those damn blood flies. Work would be much easier without them. Do you follow?
I don't see any more blood flies anywhere.
But there are some more blood flies within 20 paces. You won't get off that easily.